Yes, sir.
Islam.
Yes, sir.
Be here, man.
Assalamu alaikum. One more week on Tuesday, on time,
Yeah.
on war night,
Come on.
in spite of everything,
Yeah.
the attacks, the pressure. But now it's just it's what comes with it, bro.
The last Thursday of the year.
The last war day of the year
Yeah.
on my 35th birthday.
There it is.
Yes, sir. No, that's real. That's
Shout out to you, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Solar return.
Yeah. 35, and it's like, niggas is on the way to becoming grown ass man. I'm on the way.
On that journey.
On that journey, man. And we said Kings by 40. We're closing the year off strong under heavy surveillance and suppression and all that.
Man.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
And non-stop.
On every direction.
Yep. But we're here. And we're going to keep pushing.
That's it.
So open up. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the most merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the most merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve. Thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Ameen.
Islam.
Yep. But yeah, man, as we discussed, when you call out Rome, the spiritual principality, you're going to catch the smoke.
Yeah. Definitely.
You're going to catch the smoke. And they are watching us at all levels. And it's on, bro. It's on. It's on. Right?
I mean, yeah, man. I know me. I made up my mind after I recorded Hood and Healthy season 1 that like I have to be okay with like the things we say could like get us quote unquote canceled, get us quote unquote shunned, quote unquote hated on, and then quote unquote face wrath from the Roman Catholicism and from the powers that be.
The powers that be.
You know, I've been speaking about this for years, man. So I had to process like this is a real thing.
Yeah,
it's a real thing. That we're doing.
It's real. It's real. And as you know, I'm starting to face the ramifications of speaking like this, and they're real. They're real, and expected because when you engage in warfare, you're gonna catch enemy fire.
Definitely.
So now that we have felt physically, spiritually that enemy fire, it's like, all right, well, what's the next move?
And you catch friendly fire because people are afraid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
People don't want to offend. People don't want to face the wrath. So they'll tell you don't do that. Don't bring the wrath over here. Don't bring attention to us or either.
Yeah.
Don't shine that light over here because now we all have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
It's
Everybody don't want to deal with the smoke.
Not everybody's a soldier, you know? And that's what I'm realizing is like I'm a soldier no matter where I go.
There it is.
And people are understandably uncomfortable with that.
Understandable.
Because they're not prepared and braced for warfare in the same way I am. And it's kind of foolish on our behalf to expect civilians to behave like soldiers, right?
Yeah.
So the takeaway for us is don't get butthurt when that happens.
Yeah.
No, for real. Don't get hurt. Make the adjustments. Be tactical and continue making moves.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because when you're on a battlefield, the only ones on the battlefield fighting are the soldier. Everyone else is a spectator. At best, victim at worst, and a casualty at super worst, right?
Yeah.
So casualties of war not to be taken seriously.
Not at all.
They're not even really to be acknowledged, I guess, if you have to, if they're around your universe.
And in this context of this metaphor.
Facts.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Right.
Like, everybody's not going to speak truth to power, and everybody's not going to shine light on really big foundational issues.
Facts.
And that's understandable.
It is understandable.
Because like once we shine light on it, then you have to decide.
Mm-hmm.
You have to actually decide to change or decide to stay the same.
Yeah.
Or decide to keep that pressure, or you can't like speak about these things and then be like, all right, never mind, we was just playing.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. And that's what I realized. Like, I mean everything I say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to lie to myself and others and be like, oh, I wasn't just playing at that point in time. I meant it. Right? Period.
Yeah.
Period. You may not have liked it, but that's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And a real man is able to stand on his word.
Yeah.
Right? And then face the consequences for it.
Yeah.
Right? And then not making excuses for his behavior or scapegoating. It's like, this is what it is. Deal with it. Right? And then on our behalf, we must deal with it. Right? So
Man.
that's just
Every day.
man.
Deal with our decisions.
That's right.
Deal with how we speak.
That's right.
Deal with what we choose to say.
Facts.
And accept what come with it.
That's right.
And like you said, and then continue to learn, grow, become tactical.
Yeah.
Become self-aware. Be selective.
Yeah.
You know, but
Diplomatic.
But you're diplomatic.
Diplomatic.
But not afraid. But not afraid.
Not afraid.
Not afraid.
But yeah, I think that
Diplomacy, definitely.
diplomacy and tact. So operate with that keen and divine sense of tactful. Just because we can say it doesn't mean we should necessarily say it at this specific point in time.
Yeah.
Right?
Like another layer of being in a war. Like generals
No, seriously.
speak differently, you know, than commanders and lieutenants.
Absolutely.
You know, there's a heavier weight.
Yep, that's right.
You know, I was watching a 300 last night.
Oh, what's the takeaway?
And he was just talking about how the second 300. And he was talking,
I've never seen that.
you never seen it? It was a decent movie.
Oh, that's what's up.
I was just been in this, you know, I've been in like a real like warrior energy movie energy, bro. I've been just watching like fight like intense warrior movies lately,
Good.
bro. That's just
Good.
been my vibe.
Good.
But he was
And
talking.
Andrew Tate, that'll put you on that time.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Top G.
Shout out to Top G.
But ultimately they was just talking about like how, you know, he as a general played a dangerous game and people died, and he was like, you know, ultimately his burden is he has to go home to mothers and go home to widows and go home to, you know, sisters and daughters and say, yeah, you know, such and such died and I was the one who led them in the battle.
Yeah.
And we got to be okay with that. You
Bro,
know, as a
that's
man,
real.
but like
That's
that's
real.
what it is to be a general. Like I have to be weigh that on my own. I have to live with that.
That's real.
But
man.
like, or at the same time, I have to make sure that my country remains free,
Facts.
and we got to fight to make sure we have to collectively fight to make sure our country remains free.
Man, that's a big burden of responsibility.
Definitely.
To engage in warfare and have to accept responsibility for the casualties and explain that to others. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
But that's real. That's very real. It's like, yeah, well, this is the cost of the game that I chose to employ, and you're this soldier who you have an intimate relationship with has perished, has died. That's real.
Yeah.
And being able to have those conversations over and be comfortable with that, that's part of the campaign.
And I mean, yeah, part of our campaign, our soldiers are our words, our soldiers are our deeds, our soldiers are our actions, our soldiers are our businesses, our soldiers are our objectives, you know,
Facts.
like, and have to be okay with explaining to the civilians that like, yeah, we're sorry, but we're not sorry. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, we said those things. Yeah, I stand on that thing. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I made these mistakes. Yeah, this was my idea. Yes, this is what I wanted to do. But ultimately, it's for this greater cause.
Facts.
And
Facts.
you know, I'm learning how to find a balance between being a visionary and actually creating a plan with objectives, budgets, deadlines.
Facts. No, seriously. Yeah, no.
That is not new. That is not how my mind works.
That's not your comfort zone.
That's not
By no
remotely
stretch.
like comfort zone
At all. At all.
But I accept that.
That's my zone.
Yeah, but I accept that stepping into this new level that I'm at this high level,
Yeah.
that I've been asked and that I've worked to get, the visionariness is great, but the visionariness has a ceiling. If I do not have objectives, goals, deadlines, tasks, you know what I'm saying?
I think that the vision has no ceiling, because a ceiling would compress the vision down to reality. It just keeps floating away.
I mean, I get
You know what I'm saying?
I get you're right.
No, that's how
I feel you. Like it's just you keep going.
Just keeps going. I'm 85 and bye. Maybe next time. Seriously, man. And we have both seen that play out in others, and we also see that in our own dreams. It's like, oh yeah, it does. There are times where it's like, oh man, are we gonna be able to grab it down? No.
I mean, that's definitely me, man.
Yeah, both of
I'll
us, man.
definitely navigate that. I'm learning how to heavily delegate, how to not overly promise anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on that because I'm accepting like it's okay to say I can do a lot of things, and then could work on delegating and expanding to get these things done, and also get the things done. That way, I can reap the benefits of things getting done.
Yeah.
Like finding that balance because I don't want to shrink myself out of fear and out of laziness.
Yeah.
And out of letting my visionariness create anxiety
And inactivity.
and create inactivity because
Yeah.
I got so many things to do. I don't do any of it.
Exactly.
My mind shuts down.
It's-
But at the same time, like, no, you can do it. You buckle down, get it done, delegate, ask for help, use your resources,
Facts.
outsource, whatever you need to do, get it done.
Facts. That's a system. That's a system.
I'm learning how to create a system.
Facts. No, facts. And then most of
I'm
the
not a system mind.
No, you're not.
person.
No, that's me. I'm a system mind.
I understand.
I'm a system mind. And I like it because I'm so systematized now. I'm just like, even when niggas get in the dream talk, I'm just like, okay, that's cool. But, I'm going to ask, like, what can we do right now?
I understand.
Every time.
Every time.
Okay, cool.
Which is a simple grounding question,
It's
but it is a grounding question.
yeah. All right, that's great.
Because I'm like, my mind doesn't exist in right now. My mind
understand.
exists in the hereafter.
I understand.
My mind exists in heaven.
No, I understand.
I know.
I understand. And it's my objective is seeing who you are and what your potential is. Like, okay, make sure you capture this, use this body to the maximum potential and not just float away and waste this body.
I understand.
And then die and go to the gods and be like, man, what was you on, bro?
you threw all these ideas out in reality and you only manifested 20% of them because you didn't have the discipline to create the system that can actually turn these ideas into actually fully functioning projects and businesses and actual campaigns.
Facts, man. And it's
And I get it.
the discipline that's the key word. It takes discipline. It takes sitting down and being uncomfortable for a period of time to do what you don't want to do. It's very difficult. That's what discipline is. Is like you have the fortitude to actually sit down and do something that your mind, mostly your reactive mind is telling you, go do some other shit.
I understand.
You and I both have those tendencies in specific lanes, but that's what discipline allows you. It allows you to be like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this. I know I don't feel like waking up and working. I don't feel like mapping this out. I don't feel like making a personal budget. I know I don't feel like paying these bills, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I feel you.
That is the prerequisite for success in system. It's also a prerequisite for being a man.
What's been helping me out, I ain't gonna cap, is tapping in with Top G, man.
Oh yeah. I just stole that line from Andrew G. Andrew Tate, bro. Let's be clear.
Top G,
that was Andrew
he
Tate.
hit me with a bar like
That's all Andrew Tate.
Like your biggest competition, like your arch nemesis, your arch rival is like you. And like, what would you be doing if you were your enemy? And what would you be doing? And that bar hit me because I really and he was like, right, make an assessment of like, what would your arch enemy be doing? And me, I'm like, I know Seth will be waking up. Seth will be waking up on time, reading, exercising, eating healthy, paying all of his bills, doing all of these things that, doing the things it take to become wealthy and become rich and become successful and become a fucking rock star, and become a superstar and become a powerful man.
Yeah.
Doing all things it take, exercising, reading, studying, meditating, going to sleep, waking up early, having objectives, delegating, you know what I'm saying? Like all those real nigga things that that we know are real nigga things.
Yeah.
I know my arch enemy will be doing them.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Facts.
Not going out as much, not drinking as much, not smoking as much, you know what I'm saying, studying, all those like just boom, 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 productive.
Yeah.
And it's not like never having no fun and never do nothing, but just like I'm very productive now. I get a lot done, but I do know there are a lot of if I can fine tune things and I can get even more done.
Yeah.
And that's just really like that's the arch enemy. It's like not that I'm not doing anything or I'm not productive, but like there's always that other, the multiverse of you of like, nigga, I'm doing all that plus more.
Yeah.
And what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
real.
healthier, and I'm better in shape, and I sleep better,
Mm-hmm.
and I got my money.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
Nigga.
Yeah. And you got to think like at the highest level, who's our arch enemy? It's Satan.
Yeah.
Satan is very
That's what I said. Set
busy.
to me. It's set. It's like the lower self of like, yeah, I work out. Like I know I have to compete against my lower self.
Mm-hmm.
Like definitely.
Yeah.
The devil was. I work you every time.
Every time.
That nigga will work. I worked you.
Work.
I work you for sure.
I literally have dreams, and this is I'm going into that realm, Asyr realm, where Allah shows me like I'll have Allah dreams and I'll have Satan dreams, and Allah will show me like, well, this is what the enemy's doing. He's working. He's working a lot. And recently, I guess this year, Allah showed me like, oh, I see the pillars of this Roman resurgence being built, and it's really just an extension of what they've been doing. And I see a lot of like just really nice subdivisions in suburbs and skyscrapers and building. I'm like, oh wow, okay, no, I see it. You guys in the spiritual realm. I'm like, okay. I see what's happening right now. You guys are making this last push.
Facts. Facts.
No, seriously, man.
Because they like, what if not our last push?
Huh? No.
They're like, what if it's not our last push? What if we can push through and we can keep this shit going for another 6,000 years?
No, for real. No, seriously. For real.
Push through the bullshit. Like you said, Satan ain't gonna sleep. It's like, nah,
Satan ain't gonna sleep.
We not trying to. We know our time is up, but we trying to get another 6,000 of these.
Nah, for real.
If we can make you niggas forget for real quick that our time is up, you might fuck around and act like our time isn't up.
And then 6,000 more years.
6,000.
That's real.
You look up and
it's a wrap. And I'm not gonna say it's impossible. And I know Allah will be like, hey man, y'all niggas let it happen.
yeah, niggas want to get you. All right, cool.
All right, cool.
niggas want to let the devil outwork you. Cool.
No, for real. Bro, so cool. And that's a fair game.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I was reading. I was watching this little video. It was talking about the story of Genesis, and then also the story of Judges, and how the story of Genesis.
Go on with that.
The story of Genesis is ultimately about how God gave man a choice to choose God's plan and God's perspective of what right and wrong is, or choose your own.
Yeah.
And the context of the knowledge of good, the eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil is like, ultimately, you are saying, I know good and evil. It's not that you ate this fruit and you knew what good and evil was. No, God told you what was good and what was wrong.
Yeah.
And you chose to do something and decide for yourself what was wrong and what was right.
Yeah.
And that ultimately creates shame, guilt. It disconnects you from God.
Yeah.
And like ultimately, over and over throughout the story of Genesis, is God saying, "Hey, this is what's right and this is what's wrong."
That's it.
And niggas being like, "Nah, actually, this is what's right and this is what's wrong," and then doing it, and then God being like, "All right, well, nigga, fine,
deal with it."
And like you were saying, God being like, "All right, nigga, okay, cool,
Dude, cool,
nigga."
And that's God's objective.
Very much.
God is the most objective.
And we have to accept it. You can be loving and be objective.
Yeah. I could think you make an argument that love is the ultimate form is being objective, is letting you be you, right? I'm not gonna control you. You got it, bro.
You got it, bro.
You got it, bro. You got it, bro.
You got it, bro.
I can,
you know what it is. You know where I'm here. I gave you the game. The game is right here, bro.
Game is right here.
Listen to the game and rock over here or not. And if you don't, peace and blessings to you.
Peace and blessings be upon you.
And if you do come over here, don't think that everything gonna be sunshines and rainbows just because you decide to come over here and rock with me.
Nah, not
You're
at
still
all.
gonna go through bullshit. You still gotta go through everything.
You gotta grapple with the consequences of your choices when you were living in the land of moral relativism. That's what it is. Moral relativism when it's all well, it's what I want. It's my perspective. My right and wrong.
And that's the whole thing of Genesis.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Thanks, bro.
And they broke down the story of Judges and how Judges is like God, they went into
Good and bad is based on your feelings in that world. Sorry.
Yeah,
For real. Let's be clear. It's that simple. It's like,
It's that simple.
Okay, well, it feels good. Okay, cool.
and that's not good because ultimately you're basing good and evil upon, like you said, how you feel,
How you
and
feel.
not basing upon what Allah has told you it is.
Facts.
And that's dangerous because ultimately we don't know what's right and wrong.
No.
Because what we only know what feels right and what feels wrong.
No, yeah,
we only
sure.
know because Allah has said this is wrong, and then when we do the thing that Allah says wrong, we find out the consequences that come from it.
But I think, especially in the propensity and nature of the black man and woman, we have the nature of God and righteousness in us, so we feel right and wrong. We know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
we know what's up.
We know
what's up, bro. We know what's up.
We just choose.
We choose otherwise.
We choose. We
otherwise.
often, in this human state, choose to make our own decision about what is right and wrong, and not about what Allah has said is right and wrong.
Facts, man.
And I think that story, the Genesis, is a microcosm of the macro of like, this is the human condition.
Absolutely.
This is the human condition.
Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
was an interesting little, because they did it's like a 10-minute video breaking down Genesis, like an anime video. It was interesting.
That's what's up. How did you get there?
TikTok, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, they got Jesus and Genesis.
Man, TikTok is everything, bro. It's that's
man.
why it's so much. It's whatever you. It's
Man.
literally like whatever you like. We're gonna throw it at you some more, right,
man.
wrong, or indifferent.
If you got the Lord on TikTok, I'm all for it. All right, that's what's up.
If they got everything on
I
TikTok,
understand.
TikTok is once again it's everything.
It's everything, man.
I'm not
Good and bad.
I'm not here to tell you to get on TikTok.
I understand.
I'm gonna be very clear. I'm not here to advocate for TikTok because the algorithm is crazy.
It's insanity.
The algorithm
It's
is crazy,
insanity.
and they perfected the algorithm.
I feel that AI like literally grabbing and plunging your eyeballs into its wormhole.
Yes,
Right?
I watch people be on TikTok for an hour, bro.
Yeah, man.
Just be there,
Just be there.
and you ask them like, what did you consume for that hour, and they can't recall.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. I've only experienced TikTok on someone else's phone, and I was like, I felt it immediately. Like, whoa, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. I ain't nah.
I'm not gonna say. I mean, like I said, I tap in. I do the best I can to create my healthy boundaries and to manipulate the algorithm into feeding me things that at least have a balance of all the TikTok just reveals who you are and what you like at the end of the day.
No facts, bro.
I like certain things.
Yeah.
I'm interested in certain things.
Facts. I do want to point out that TikTok and online dating have drastically shifted the nature of human relationships, bro.
Exponentially.
Oh my God, because you're thinking of how do I make my content or myself TikTokable to pull you in. I've noticed that.
Definitely.
And then also, how do I present myself as to appeal to someone as quickly as possible, superficially, to get what I want, to get that whatever swiping, whatever they do on the online profiles.
That's facts.
Right?
That's facts.
That's
the game.
That's the game.
Like that's where we are.
That's where that's society.
Yeah.
So,
There's like no escaping that.
No, bro. That's
what people are doing.
That is reality
you
right
putting
now.
Your best. It is an alternate dimension. It's like a highlight reel. It's like a you put your best foot, like you said, you putting your best foot forward to try to captivate people and to show that you matter.
Yeah, facts.
And to show that you have status.
Yeah. Boom.
And it's like,
so that you have status, but substance, value, integrity.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
not in this world.
As a man, for
not
me,
in this game.
No, I feel you. For me, it's like, how do I utilize, like, especially the ground? How do I show? How do I be intentional and show? Okay, this is even me as my personal. I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of game, a lot of information. I have a lot of resources, and I have a lot to offer as far as educationally and formally. And then I also have these other pages that offer this value and are focused on this.
Yeah.
And not blurring everything and saying my personal is no. This is about this.
I feel you, bro.
This is about this. This is about this. My personal is my personal.
Yeah.
Which is a culmination of a lot of different things. But pretty much it's just like pictures, a lot of hood and healthy stuff. And then I have a whole lot of like what's they call? The highlights. I've flooded my highlights with like a lot of Asyr Bridge, a lot of dedication catering, a lot of Compton Community Garden, a lot of books I've read.
Yeah.
Just so that way you can go my highlights, and my highlights is a master class.
Yeah.
And all the classes we took, all the hood and healthy courses we took, have them in the TV so you can just go there and just get all this game and all this information for free.
Yeah.
But because it's like, yeah, I agree. That's just that's what it is.
That's
We
what
have
it
to
is, man.
show like we have value, we have status.
That's it. That's the game.
There's no
man.
way around it.
That's the game. And we're not going to change the game by being salty about it, but it's really about setting boundaries and engaging with it with intentionality.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm more focused on Asyr's Bridge Instagram page than my own personal.
it shows.
Like, it's like, I don't really want. There's nothing I don't want. I don't have anything personal to show people right now. I want to push this game.
Yeah. Facts.
I don't really have nothing. I don't want to talk about myself personally. I want to talk about this game. I want to talk about how we get some food and get some land and really make some things happen.
Yeah. And that's, people may not see that value right now, but that's long-term value, and it's grown value, and it's the value ultimately that a man has put on this earth to provide, bro. This is how you.
It's all to me. It's building Asyr,
Yeah.
like building a bridge to becoming Asyr.
This is how you survive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's no higher form of masculinity than to protecting people and giving them the tools to survive. That's what people look up to men for. It's like, okay, set up something so I don't die. Right. That's our function.
For real, bro. Like we're here.
And its most basic, that is why women, their ultimate highest priority is security. Security. If I don't feel safe around you, I'm not going to be with, no.
But I agree.
No.
That's what go at the discipline.
Now they may not say that. They may say probably happiness.
Their actions will show it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, their innate is going to be like, yo, I need to feel secure around my partner.
Yes.
Like
which is also why it's important to work on the physical and have the discipline.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we do have to be physically intimidating, or at least be able to hold our own.
Hold your own, and people have to know that if you cross a line, war is on the table.
It has to be. You have to be.
You have to be.
Unfortunately.
You have to be. And I know there was a
Coming
point.
from the hood, definitely.
No, coming from the hood, and then coming from a lifetime when I didn't know how to fight, and then now I'm not the same person, bro.
Yeah.
Not even like, no, I'm not. It's not even remotely close. It's like, no, if there's any sense, I'm not gonna probably ever get in a fight, and maybe I will, like an actual in civilian land, because the way I carry myself doesn't really. It's like, why would you do that? You're not trained. Why would you put yourself in that situation? So once you have that training and discipline, people they're not gonna want to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think having that physicality is important.
Yeah.
It's important. The potential and threat of war always in your countenance is important. And then also the potential of providing sustenance for a woman or your family, for anybody. It's like, this if I can't do that, what am I really bringing to the table? What is the currency of respect?
Man.
At that point, it's really that's keep it at 100, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it at 100.
It's real.
Again, if a woman senses that either of those things is threatened, she's low key looking out the back door. You say I love you and blah blah blah. High key. No, I'll be very clear. It's high key. Especially in this day and time when everybody's window shopping and everyone's presenting themselves in this magical fashion that they're perfect. Bro, yes, high key. And so when you have all these relationships built on superficiality, it devalues the weight and attention you place on integrity, on morals, moral sustenance, on discipline. It's like you're always looking for the quick fix.
And it don't work. Because you're gonna get quick energy.
Quick energy.
You're gonna get quick. You're gonna get what you put out. You put out quick. You put out. Look at me. Validate me for my physical things.
Facts.
And then you're gonna get that right back.
Facts.
And mind you, I get it. At the end of the day,
Quick.
also we gotta. It's
Quick, cheap, and transactional.
Yeah,
that's the nature of human relationships right now, and I feel that energy. And, because women come for us, so I'm like, and they want that cheap, quick transaction. I'm like, you're not. That doesn't work here. I don't play that game.
Yeah, because I can't. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing cheap and quick to offer.
Facts. Nothing.
Right? Like I don't have anything cheap and quick to offer.
Nothing we are working on and value in our life is cheap and quick. We are building a kingdom, and what we talked about before the podcast was what what it costs us, which is most valuable, is engaging in these theatrics and this dumb shit, is time.
Time.
And as men, we're able to make that calculation of, cool, I could feel good for 45 minutes to an hour, multiple times in a 2-week span.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could build a kingdom.
Yeah. Because those feel goods, it's like an ecosystem around that. You got to
Absolutely.
maintain it. You got to accept what comes with it. You have to
Facts.
develop it. It's not just go do it and get out.
No.
It's a full thing. You go tap in. You got to maintain it. You got to stay. The time and the attention span
Facts.
that's required.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it most of the time.
No. And I'm
it's
glad
just not worth it.
That's time and attention.
And
because
attention,
when you're not physically invested or with this relationship with this entity, I would call it another energy. You're thinking about it. How do I do it again? Are they thinking about me? Are they happy? All of that bullshit. The emotions that come with it, because that's another thing that I'm clocking. I was like, yeah, like I'm not cheap. If I'm going to engage with you, it's going to have meaning and substance. Like that's not something, I don't engage in that type of thing without meaning, and with meaning comes a desire to provide an attachment and like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, my emotions are now, because that's the whole function of sexual copulation is the oneness of man and woman. That's not no plaything.
It's not.
That's not a plaything. That's why if you look at the holy books, they say sex is for marriage, because that's why.
I agree.
That's why
I understand.
the standard of Allah says that, because
like you said about Genesis, like, okay, this is
the standard.
This is what Allah
this is what
says.
God says,
Do whatever you want to do,
and you can.
and
There are consequences.
There are consequences
And
for
we are just articulating those consequences objectively. Okay, yeah, because we've played that game.
Yeah,
We've I'm not gonna say we mastered that game, but we've been there. That's what it is.
yeah.
That's what it is.
It talked about judges too, about how
Yeah, go on.
The Hebrews, they took, they tapped in with Canaan. They broke the walls down.
With who?
Canaan, they fought the Canaanites, right?
Oh, Canaanites. Canaanites. Yeah.
But after that, they didn't. It was a country, right? So they didn't kill all of them right away. There was a lot of Canaanites that was still there.
Yeah.
And instead of like holding the line and doing what Allah said do, which is like kill everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't intermingle with the Canaanites. They got their own ways. They got their own situations going on. They start tapping in with the Canaanites. They look up and now they worshiping the Canaanites gods, etc. These are like judges. So judges are just like they're like leaders of different tribes.
Yeah.
Throughout different parts of history.
What comes first, judges or kings? Do you remember?
Judges.
Okay.
So before
After,
they became
after Joshua, right?
yeah, so literally right after Joshua died, they go into the promised land. They're in the promised land, right? They went through all of the goofy shit. They're in the promised land. Joshua, all right, I'm out of here. Y'all got it. Boom. Now they go right back to the goofy shit, and that's what's so wild about like the quote unquote children of Israel. But it's like that's how I know it's niggas. That's how I know it was Asian, because this is pure niggas.
It's niggas,
This
bro.
is pure nigga. They do pure nigga.
shit,
They
bro.
did pure nigga shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And a part of you's like, why are you doing
Why
nigga
are you
shit? Then you
doing
look in
nigga
the mirror and it's like, nigga,
that's us.
that's me.
That's me.
Pure nigga shit. God done delivered. Allah done delivered them all type of shit. Miracles, got them out of Kemet, got them out of Egypt, got them out of the wilderness, got them into the promised land,
bro.
And then niggas go right back to the goofy shit.
The goofy shit, bro. Goofy.
And then look up and they got taken over, and they another nigga gotta rise up and say, all right, God, we humble ourselves, and God said, I got you.
Okay.
And then they get free and they do their shit, and then they get lazy, and then they go back into the bullshit, and then they get enslaved. And that's what I'm saying. Like this is a part of time. That's a story. It's the story of the. It's always gonna be a story.
Story of Asiatic, man.
And that's what I know. Our thing is just accepting that, like, they had their time, our time. We are that generation of rise up, take our shit back, and our next generation or a couple generations from that might get lazy again and might go back to bullshitting. But I know our generation is like Joshua.
It's Joshua.
Harbinger. Like, nah, wake up, rise up. We not no lame ass niggas no more.
No, not no more.
You gotta step into really running shit.
And we're fighting.
Yeah, facts.
It was Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Kings. Hold up. Let me just get actual facts on that. The flow. Deuteronomy, Joshua. Deuteronomy is the law, I believe.
Yeah, just
Right?
the law,
Right,
bro.
the law. Judges.
Which is something that we don't read enough.
No, sir. That's why we like the New Testament, man. No, for real. That's why we're heavily Christian, because it's all about mercy. Mercy and Jesus loves me. Old Testament is rules. Quran is rules.
Rules, bro.
Rules.
Rules. Don't be a fuck nigga.
Don't be a goofy.
Don't be a goofy, bro.
Don't be a goofy.
Don't be a goofy.
Yeah. All right. Judges, Samuel, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel.
Because Samuel came around and said, okay, there's gonna be a king. And then he said, okay, David's gonna be the king.
Boom.
But
King.
then Saul was like, nigga, I'm the king now.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, to kings. Yeah. First Samuel, 2 Samuel, kings. Yeah. I loved reading that Old Testament, man, because I felt like I was reading myself.
Not facts, bro. To me, like I said, I love Solomon, bro. He's just the wildest. It's the wildest, but the realest nigga. He's the realest. Of course, all the niggas have been real niggas, and Samson's a real nigga. A lot of niggas, like, when I say real nigga, like, as far as like just the highest level of nigga shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Solomon is just the highest level. David too. David was doing wild shit.
What was David's thing though? I can't recall.
What was David's thing?
I know Solomon was women.
David's thing it was women as well.
David got it in. I don't remember. Okay.
He Bathsheba. David. Remember,
Sheba?
Bathsheba.
Bathsheba.
Right, she was married to the general.
Oh,
he sent the general to be on the first on the front line to die. Put a baby in her. God was like, "Oh, you a goofy? That baby.
That was goofy.
I gotta kill the baby." God was like, "You're not about to have that baby, nigga. You a goofy."
That's your general's girl, right,
yeah, bro? Like, God had to kill a baby, then he mourned, and then he had Solomon.
Oh, that's right.
But David,
that was goofy. That was your boy's girl, bro, and you wanted her for yourself, and you knocked. Right, he took her, right?
Took her, and he the king.
Yeah, man, that was goofy.
Knocked her up.
That was goofy.
Killed the daddy.
Oh, he killed him. Or he had him.
He sent him on the front line.
Oh, that's right.
If you're on the front line, you accept I'm gonna die.
Yeah, facts.
Like that's how the war goes. Like,
no,
all right, I'm a front line nigga.
I'm a front line.
Like, okay, for sure, bro. I'm prepared to like die.
No, facts. And that's kind of our post. We're frontline niggas, bro. Like, that's what it is.
Prepare for
that's
it.
That's what it is. And I'm like, okay, what does? And we can close out I do want to close out the story of David, because that's really it's revigorating my love.
David a cold nigga, bro.
Yeah,
wild nigga.
But being a frontliner doesn't mean like, yeah, I'm willing to die for this shit. I'm willing, or metaphorically, I'm willing to accept the consequences of my actions.
Yeah, sure.
I'll die on that. I'll die on that sword.
Yeah,
I'll die on that sword. I have to. I signed up for this. If I'm not willing to die on the sword, I'm a coward.
There it is.
And I'm not a soldier. So it's just like, that's what comes with it, bro. And that's like kind of what I've been hitting towards you. It was like, hey, man, like, oh, okay. I'm starting to feel like, okay, shit, okay, yeah. Consequences in all aspects of life. I'm like, all right. This is what I signed up for.
Yeah.
How are we going to maneuver when certain things happen? Right? How are we going to make moves?
I'm learning is just work on understanding what Allah deems the right and the wrong answers.
Facts.
And listening to those.
Listening to Allah. Very clearly tells us what we should and should not be doing. Should and should not.
Should and should not.
Should and should not be doing.
He never say what you can and can't.
He makes it clear.
He said you you shouldn't be doing this type of shit. And you should be doing this type of shit. And we do have the difference. What makes human beings humans is we have judgment.
Facts.
Where we can say, I know I shouldn't be doing this shit. And I know I should be doing this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make the decision that even if I don't feel like it or want to, I'm going to do the right thing. That's right. What makes us human.
That's right.
And I learned about that, like studying the meta nature. Like that's what separates us. We have that ability. We don't have a lizard brain or a mammal. I mean, we have a lizard brain and we have a mammal brain.
Yeah.
Right. But we also have our human brain too. We have our frontal lobe. We have judgment. We have discernment. We have the ability to choose to become have integrity and have character.
Yeah.
We have the ability to do it. Now it take developing that damn willpower
That's right.
over and over and over, but we can't do it.
Over again.
Just pushing through.
That's right. And then discipline is attained through repetition, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get it in. You do it over. You wake up early. And you continue to wake up early. You get your workout in. You get your push-ups in.
Mm-hmm.
It's repetition.
That's it.
That's all.
That's really it.
That's all it is. And then I guess moral discipline comes in through trials, temptations, the ability to say, I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to react like that. I'm not going to give into this temptation.
Mm-hmm.
You do that enough, you do that, and then all of a sudden, Allah's will becomes first and second nature.
Mm.
And then those lower desires get suppressed, and they're there, but you're like, they don't have that pull on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a time you and I both lived where, like, you know, we weren't able to have this conversation because we were too busy living down there.
Yeah.
Right? And there was a point in my life, I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I had the opportunity, I'm going to execute the chance. Like, what? Right? Of course, it feels good. I'm a man. I can do what I want. It feels good. Yeah. Now that we developed a little bit from those 20-year-old years, it's like, okay, I could do that. Mm-hmm. I could do a lot of that. But the cost of engaging in that game is too much, and it jeopardizes my potential. And it jeopardizes my goals and my aspirations in building this kingdom.
Yeah.
Therefore, do not engage.
Do not engage. Because ultimately, I've accepted, I do want Allah's will.
Facts.
I know Allah's will. Not know, but you know, we know, like we know our purpose. We know there's a plan for us.
Yes.
We see the trajectory. We know that these doors open up because of the things that Allah has done.
Yes.
So it's like, just keep walking down that path and not straying from the path, and not letting the people who stray from the path make you stray from the path.
Facts.
And not letting the people
that's the risk.
who trying to pull you off the path get pulled off the path. Like you said, there's different energies just trying to pull you off the path.
Where are you going? Whoa, where are you going?
Yeah.
Why are you going over there? What are you doing? And then
Don't leave me.
boom. That's exactly where I was going. Don't leave me.
Don't leave me.
So our
You
game,
can't leave me.
talk to him, bro. Talk to him. No. And more personally to us both, is not letting those energies that desire to control us suppress us.
Yeah, that's the word you be hitting me with, suppression, man.
Suppression, bro. It's a real.
Because I be feeling it, and I have to really process like this is suppression.
You were sick because you were being suppressed. That's why anyone gets sick. There is suppressive energy in your force messing with your energy, messing up with your chi, messing up with your flow. That's why you get sick.
I understand.
So
bro.
anytime, this is bars for anybody, game for you, but for you, like, bro, if you get sick, there's some source of suppression somewhere. Every time.
I understand.
Yeah, man.
It's heavy.
Heavy, man. And that's one of like the deepest game I've learned.
I don't catch colds, bro.
No, you don't. I've never seen you. I
don't get sick.
I've never seen you sick. I've never seen you stuffed up. So as soon as I heard the way you talking, I immediately was like, what the fuck is happening?
It doesn't happen.
What happened to you?
I don't get
Who's
sick.
fighting you?
I don't catch
What's going
colds,
on?
bro.
That's my immediate.
I haven't caught a cold in like
Spidey sense
years.
went on. It's like, something's going on, bro.
I understand.
And you and I are both facing similar battles, and it's like, bro, Saturn's rings, Saturnalia.
Yeah.
Got to push past this shit.
Make a choice.
Make a choice.
Get your ass back on that roller coaster loop, or go push past and go to the next dimension.
Go to the next dimension, man. And it's like, in Islam was a next dimension. It's always a dimension, but this like my dreams are just like, it's like a black box of opportunity. Like, you just got to jump in.
Man.
You got to just jump in. And Minister Farrakhan said something about one of his dreams about Allah, about Islam, Allah presenting Islam to him as the black box or his option. And I had a dream where, I'm not sure if I told you this specific dream, where I saw, I was fighting Satan. He came in the form of a U.S. military soldier, redhead. I got too close to him, so he's like, bro, what are you doing? And he attacked me, and I maneuvered my way at him through my jujitsu actually, and I ran away. He was chasing me, and then all of a sudden there was a mothership, flying object, big one that was attacking wherever we were, and lightning bolts and tornadoes. It was Armageddon. It was end times, right? And I'm like running. I'm actually running towards it, And I'm like, oh man, I got too close to Satan, had to fight him. Now I'm running towards destruction. Okay, so I left the devil to go to destruction, and then my only escape was to jump into a chasm of darkness, and that's when I woke up. So that chasm of darkness, that's Allah. It's just okay. It's infinite potential. You don't know its space. You don't know what's going to be in there. You have to have what?
Faith.
Boom.
Faith, bro.
Right? So we know in theory that Allah will provide. We know in fact that he has gotten us to the position. So what is stopping us from making that leap of faith into that chasm of Islam and potential? It's fear.
Fear.
Insecurity and fear. That's it.
Fear, bro.
That's it. And we know it's bullshit, but it still takes
Fear and uncomfortability, convenience, not wanting
not wanting to leave
convenience, bro.
Comfort and convenience.
And what they also call that phrase, I forgot what it's called, that I heard from Chris Cole, was sunk value cost or sunk cost value.
Yeah,
like
you've dumped so much energy in a certain area in your life. You feel obligated to continue dumping energy.
Yeah.
Sunk cost.
Yeah. It's real.
That's very real.
You up a couple hundred, you put 200 down on something, you lose that. So you put another 200 down to try to get your 200 back.
That's right.
Now you down 400.
Facts, bro.
Now you got to borrow money.
Now you a dump god.
You should try to get your money back. Now you in debt and you lost your money. Right? And now you got to go borrow some more money to try to pay the first money back, to try to get your own money back. Now it's no longer even about getting your own money back. Now it's just about trying to figure out how to pay the debtors.
The debt, bro. That's real.
And and then it's like, when does it stop?
It does. You gotta.
It doesn't stop till you stop.
You stop playing that game. Jump into the chasm. And we've seen the chasm. We built the ledge to make that choice, and now it's just all right, bro. And he's gotta make that leap.
Just make the leap.
We gotta make the leap.
Just trust Allah.
Gotta make the leap.
And know that Allah, the determination on what's right and what's wrong is better and it's better than yours.
All day.
It's better than your determination
All day.
of what you think is right.
All
what
day.
you think is best for you.
All day. Allah is above. Oh, but I love her. I get it, bro. But
hey,
look at what you're doing.
There's a reason they say to get married before you live with somebody.
Get married before you live.
That's a part of like.
I understand. That's wise. Where does that come from?
I got that from the Bible.
Where?
I don't know the scripture off the top of my head.
Okay. Get married. So
like shacking up is wrong. Like, talking about shacking up, like living together before you marry.
Oh yeah.
And the
I
problems
understand.
that come with that.
Yeah, man. I understand. Yeah. You and I both understand. That's what it is. We understand. We don't. Like we said, and we knew the Bible, read the stories, and still made our choices. And here we are, man. Here we are. So we're not above our own counsel. You know what I'm saying? No, we're very much speaking to ourselves in real time. So our success in our continued trajectory is going to be literally dependent on our faith in Allah, because it's His faith that's going to get us through the chasm. The thing is that black chasm is not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. It's not.
It's just unknown.
It's unknown, but we also know what does the blackness it represents infinite, but it's the womb. I mean, it's the potential.
Yeah, facts.
So it's a beautiful thing, and it's nothing but unlimited opportunity. So instead of being afraid of that, it's just like, fuck it, let's jump. Right?
Jump.
Stop looking back and just jump.
Just jump.
And what I'm realizing is, why wait for an emergency?
Man, I'm working on that.
You feel me?
Like, do I wait until you have to jump to just jump?
For real? Why?
Do you like the story of Judges? Like, why wait until shit is fucked up for you to go back to Allah?
For real? Seriously, man.
When you could just tap in, you could just listen.
For real?
Why wait until you have to Allah has to rescue you?
Why do you don't have to wait for Allah to rescue you?
That's the human condition.
Yeah, and that's our condition as well. It's the default. It's like, it's the comfort of knowing your current situation. It may suck, but at least you know what's up.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. It's that simple. It's like, oh, this is brutal and terrible, but at least I know this. Jumping into that chasm, I don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know.
So what is to calibrate that equation? It's faith. This is faith.
It's just faith.
You don't have to know.
Yeah.
You're not Allah. You don't.
You know that Allah got you no matter what. That's what you know.
That's what you know.
You know that Allah got you.
But you have to make that leap for Him to get you. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
You
bro.
have to. You have to. Otherwise, you're not even opening yourself for the potential for His aid because you're stuck in a situation you shouldn't be in, but you got yourself into.
All right. Okay. Damn. Relax.
No.
I'm
Bro.
just playing. I know. I'm just playing. But
I know.
You speaking to.
I'm speaking. You know, I'm speaking to us equally.
But that's the facts, though.
That's what it is. It's like, bro. Like, are you really gonna have? Why are you gonna fight a war for? You don't need to just go. Just fucking go.
Just go, bro.
Just go. Why wait for an emergency to make a move? Right? Why wait till you get checked?
I understand.
Why wait till you're? I'll wait till you lose your queen. I'm talking about at chess, but
Chess,
till you lose your queen
Till you lose your queen.
to get your king out of check.
I understand.
Just move. Get your king out of check and make a move.
Just
Put your bishop to work. Put your knight to work.
I understand.
Go get that nigga.
I understand, bro.
Go get him.
Got you. Yeah.
We out here staying on the back lines, moving the rook around and shit, bro. Like, man, for real.
I feel you.
Make a move.
I understand. I'm making the move, bro. And I understand that I have to. The move has to be staying true to what I know Allah has already said is
what
true.
we both knew for both of us is make a move.
Make a move.
Make a move.
Make the move that and know that Allah definition is better than my definition.
Facts. And don't wait for Satan to point a gun to your head.
Because he's gonna keep working.
Facts.
Like you said, he's gonna be like, nah, fuck that. Nah. Nah.
Especially when
Allah don't know what you're talking about, bro. You got it.
You got it, bro.
That nigga don't like that's saying. He'll say it like
That's
Allah,
it.
bro. Allah didn't really mean like that. Bro. Allah wasn't that serious. Allah was just Allah was like, no, bro. Allah didn't mean he meant it like this.
Facts.
He said it what he said what he needed to say, and he said it.
Facts.
He didn't mean that's Satan.
He didn't mean it like that.
No,
He mean it like that, bro. Like, come on. Yeah, chill, man. You
chill.
gotta-
Just
chill.
You just do it one more time.
For real. That's a very good articulation.
real.
That's what it is.
Just one more time.
That's
bro.
that
You
voice.
gonna
Just
straight,
one
bro.
more time.
You
You
gonna be
got it, bro.
You got it, bro. You got it. You got that shit, bro. It ain't that deep. Yes, it is, bro. Because you look up and you look up and it's a cycle.
Facts. Another year, another loop. Yeah, man. So then you live a whole life of loop, and all of a sudden you're in a situation that you're miserable and you're getting old,
For real, gaining weight.
You're ugly.
Emasculated. Definitely.
Ugly. Wife don't like you or respect you because you're emasculated and fat and ugly, and
Broke. No integrity. No circle of no powerful network.
For real. Seriously. No power. No real
power.
power. And I'm like, I'm not gonna die without power, man. No, I'm not.
I'm not, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So why wait till a situation to where I visibly see that condition in life? Or I could just jump into the chasm, right? I don't want to see that potential get that close to me, right? I don't. We put in too much work.
I think, man. Listen, for me, you said we need to say, jump into the chasm. That's it, bro. That's the episode. Like we gave like, because at the end of the day, we just gotta do it.
Nah,
and just go back to what we know to be true.
Facts.
And that's how we're going to end the year. End the year by knowing that the next year is do what you know you need to do.
Do what we got to do.
And build the kingdom.
That's right.
But to build the kingdom, you have to have Allah's architect. You got to build the kingdom. The kingdom is heaven.
Yes, it is.
So the kingdom of heaven is peace of mind.
Absolutely.
Right? That's first and foremost. If we're not building heaven, if we're not building peace of mind, if we're not putting our work to have peace of mind,
we're gonna
then everything there is no like
hell
physical kingdom. We're
is-
building hell.
no. Hell is a default.
We're building. If we're not building heaven, we're building hell.
That's the facts. That's the truth. That's the truth. And let's be very clear. Relative to our experience, this Roman Empire is our hell.
Yeah.
It's built for that purpose.
And we're gonna keep building it.
Yeah. If we
Like you said, they can be like, cool, we'll do another 6,000, nigga, because you're gonna help us build.
and you're gonna help us do it. We're gonna use God to build you as God to build our shit. And that's what they have done.
Because you're not gonna build your own peace of mind.
Because you don't want to. You don't want to work. You don't want to work. So I'm gonna come get in your ear and be like, oh no, wait, don't worry. I got you, bro. I got you. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. We got you.
I got your lady. I got your girl.
They're with me.
I got your attention span.
Facts.
I got your social media.
Yep.
I got your self-esteem.
Bro, you talking
I got your bank account.
You talking to him, bro.
So come fuck with me over here.
You a good Satan, bro.
I mean,
you a good Satan.
I have a healthy relationship with my lower self, bro.
That's a good Satan.
I understand my lower self. I don't hate my lower self.
No,
I just understand he cannot run the show.
No, because he talks like that.
He a cold nigga.
Because he's cold.
I know my lower self a cold nigga.
Bro. You and I both.
My lower self a real cold nigga. He a Compton nigga that survived. So I understand he cannot run the show.
Cannot.
He is smiley, giggly, charismatic. And I also know he's not the enemy. He's here to work. He's here to service me. He's here to be of service to me. Help me build the kingdom. He's here to help me build the kingdom.
Yeah.
He's not my enemy.
Not at all.
He just can't run. He can't be in charge of the show.
Not at all. He's just
because he's gonna be like, man, fuck that. Allah. Like, yeah, I'm with you, but fuck that Allah shit. He's like, yeah. I know, nigga. I know. Kingdom builder, blah blah. but low key, like, fuck that shit though. Seriously. Like that's my Lord self. No. He's not like, oh no. He's like, oh yeah, I'm with all that shit. We with all that, bro. We with all that. But low key, like, low key, nigga, just fuck me over here one time.
Nah, for real.
That's my Lord self. I got you, bro. Like, yeah, I'm gonna help you build the kingdom, and I'm gonna help you do out. Yeah, I'm fucking with you. I'm gonna fuck with all that. But, nigga,
come on, bro.
Come on, my nigga.
That's weird.
Nobody knows, bro. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Nobody gonna trip. Nobody gonna even trip on you, bro. Like that. Ain't that deep, bro. Come fuck me over here.
It's terrifying, bro. That's terrifying because I feel the pull.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's effective. That line of reasoning is like, oh, just 1 second, bro. You got it. You got
body, bro. You all see it, bro. I know what you. But that's what Satan told Jesus, like, bro, like on some like you could turn this rock into bread, bro. Like
you got it, bro.
You got that shit, bro. Just fuck with me, and you can have the whole world.
The whole world. Yeah, the whole world. Took him up to the mountain, showed him like
that's real nigga shit.
That's real.
He had to be like, bro, get behind me, bro. Like I fuck like you.
That's the get behind me
here, but you have to like get behind me, bro.
Get behind me. Get behind me.
Get behind me. You gotta get behind me. Like, it wasn't like fuck you, jump off the roof. It was like just get behind me, bro. Get in line. Get in order.
Because Satan is one hell of a worker.
Yeah. And he gonna push game.
All day.
All day.
And he has that killing fighting spirit, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't sleep on my Satan. Here. I just like, okay. Contain it, control it, channel it. Allah is the best of planners.
Sure.
All praise is due to Allah.
Just understand that he don't know the best. He don't have the right answers.
No.
He don't.
No, he has he knows the path to the quickest physical satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which is destruction.
No.
I have to accept that like my lower self ultimately only wants to self-destruct.
Absolutely.
Like that's what he ultimately wants to accomplish. Like Scar, like I said, like that's it. That to me, it's Killmonger. It's self-destructive.
Absolutely.
in his ways.
Yeah.
In all of his ways, it ultimately wants to just commit suicide. It wants to kill me. Ooh. My lower self, at the end of the day, wants to kill himself and me in the process,
bro.
At the end of the day,
I'm glad you
like
brought that
it
up.
wants to it wants to say fuck. It wants to burn this whole shit down.
Facts.
At the end of the day, it really does.
You're really onto something right now.
It's Killmonger, bro.
Yes.
It's Killmonger and Scar.
It's Killmonger, and I want to actually tie this conversation to the parasite conversation because so I was doing research on like parasites in your brain, and I got on this like trajectory of Eastern medicine about how it's called the 3 worms that enter your body at birth, and their ultimate objective is they're called the 3 corpses or 3 worms. And it's a Taoist physiological belief or concept that demonic creatures live inside. Hold up. It gets deep. So read this because it's relevant. Three worms are a Taoist physiological belief or concept that demonic creatures live inside the human body and they seek to hasten the death of their host. These three supernatural parasites enter the person at birth and reside in three energy centers respectively located within the head, chest, and abdomen. After their human host dies, they are freed from the body and become malevolent ghosts. So
I've seen my
Yeah.
parasites.
I remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on shrooms.
Yeah.
I closed my eyes, and then when I closed my eyes, everything moved.
Yeah.
And they looked at me like, "What the fuck?" I looked at them like, "What the fuck?"
Were they worms?
They were like worm people. They were like tall and black. They were other dimensional beings. They
There
were
we
like
go.
white and black, and they were really long.
Wow.
And they looked at me like I closed my eyes, and then when I closed my eyes, is when everything started moving. And then they were like talking to each other, like they were just having a casual conversation. It was great, right? They were having a casual conversation.
Yeah.
And then they looked at me
Like, oh,
like, "What the fuck?"
wait,
like how do you
how
see
do you,
me?
how do you see us?
Yeah, and I looked at them like
Who the fuck are you?
you gotta get out of. I'm like it was like I knew who they were. It was
Yeah.
like that's where they be more confused because they were like, how not only do you see us, but how the fuck do you know who we are already? Like you literally just saw us and you know like we are like I'm like you niggas gotta go, and I told them like y'all gotta leave my body.
Yeah.
Y'all have to leave my body. Like I have to get out of my body. Like you are parasites within my body. You have to
go.
go.
Yeah.
And that was like it was out the gate. It was like I know who you are. I know what you are. You have to fucking get out of
You
here.
gotta get out of here, bro. You gotta go. You gotta go. Even before I did my homework on it, I knew there was something spiritual with parasites, even within me, and I'm like, okay, something else is going on here. There's a larger game being played, and you experience that dimension. It's like, oh, there's a whole universe of activity within our own body.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I love Osmosis Jones. It's a really funny
God
movie.
body, God body.
Yeah, bro.
God is the universe. There's all of that warfare is happening internally as well as externally.
I remember the first time I think it was the only time. Yeah, the only time I ever did ecstasy, I was so appalled because I could start seeing everybody's cells moving. And I was in the club and I could see how like literally like we're trillions of cells actively moving around. You know, all of us are a bunch of cells
absolutely.
actively doing a whole bunch of different things
At the same time.
at the same time.
Yeah.
And I could like see it. And it was just tripping me out
Wow.
at the club of like
Wow.
looking around and I'm seeing a bunch of like everybody is like moving and your cells are all doing stuff.
Wow.
And I was just like, this is crazy.
I didn't know you had those type of like experiences as you had on ecstasy. I thought you just felt good on ecstasy.
I was able to look and see how everybody was having a bunch of trillions of cells in like different universes.
Wow.
Like, you know, in the club in the daytime, high as hell.
I understand.
On my birthday, it was funny
I understand.
because it was like, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
it was like, this is crazy.
I'm gonna read the second paragraph because it
Yeah.
relates to sickness.
Yeah.
These pernicious three corpses worms work to harm their host's health and fate by initiating sicknesses, inviting other disease-causing agents into the body, and reporting their host's transgressions to the gods. The three corpses are supposed to keep records of their host's misdeeds, ascend to heaven bi-monthly on the night of Chinese Genshin, the 57th or 60th day cycle while the host is sleeping, and file reports to the director of destinies, who deducts a certain number of days from a person's life for each misdeed. One way of avoiding this bureaucratic snitching is to stay awake for the entire period, thus preventing the three corpses from leaving one's body. Wow.
Wow.
For someone to ascend the life of an immortal, it is necessary to expel the three corpses from the body. Since these evil spirits feed on decaying matter produced by grains being digested in the intestines, the practice of abstaining from grains and cereals is the first step towards expelling them. Gluten. By Google, this will not alone eliminate the Creek corpses, but weakens them to the point where they can be killed with alchemical drugs, alchemy, such as cinnabar, and ultimately eliminate it through meditation techniques. That's game, man. And this is like the realm of medicine that most people be like, oh, that's bullshit, fake. Even myself, like maybe like 6-7 years ago, I'd be like, what? That's crazy talk. Worms and parasites are spiritual, like that's crazy talk. But now that you and I both have had experience in this realm, personal experience in this realm, when I read stuff like this, I'm like, oh man, this is realer than I thought.
Hell yeah, bro. These Chinese folks is not.
No, they are not playing.
They have a very ancient,
Facts.
thousands of years of lineage of history
Facts.
of information.
Of unbroken information. See,
Yeah.
our problem is we are being over here in America, we have been severed from this wealth of knowledge, which is ultimately why, they're Asiatics. Mm-hmm. They're a part of us.
Definitely.
So that means once we get reconnected to this energy and this knowledge, then that's going to really accelerate our ascension. We're already tapped into it, but I can't say I'm an expert on this, but yeah, it's just very real data for us to apply and realizing this warfare we're fighting is not just externally. It's happening inside too. Yeah, and just the whole trafficking in sickness to make you die quicker so they can get the fuck out of your body. That's very real.
And go to the next.
And go to the real.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not, we know parasites aren't our friends, but now they're not your friends on the physical or spiritual plane. No, they have their own game that they're playing.
Yeah, fact. Fact.
So you have to
Because what are parasites? It's a lot. It's like a metaphysical thing too, of
Absolutely.
like entities that are here to report you and to kill you faster.
Facts. Wow.
Right?
Yes.
It's not only it's a layer. My mind goes to the next layer of it. Like who are these? Because when I saw the parasites, it looked like multidimensional beings, but like real people, like real beings.
Yeah. Now,
and like who
human beings or beings?
like they were beings, but I'm just saying in the context of like it could be human beings too.
It could be. It could be.
It could be.
It could be. It could be the spirit. They could be human beings.
That's what I'm saying.
Or people that once had human being bodies and they want to get the fuck out of you so they can get another body.
Amen.
It's very deep. It's very, very deep.
Amen.
It's very deep. So when you look at things like this type of talk and exorcism,
Right?
it's a real conversation.
It's a real conversation.
It's a real conversation.
I'm with you.
And then also this is where, like, when we talk Scientology, this is where they play.
I know.
This is higher level.
I booked my appointment for next week, bro.
Good.
I gotta
Good,
go
good,
back.
good.
I know, I
Good.
gotta
Get
go
your audit
back.
again,
I gotta
bro.
go back and keep the game going.
But the higher levels of it deals with this stuff. And then I will say on the record is that people will discredit Scientology because they deal with this type of stuff. And then most of 85ers and masses are like, oh, that's crazy talk, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, you just don't know.
yeah, it's not crazy talk.
It's not crazy.
I've seen way too much, bro.
Exactly.
And I've experienced way too much. I've seen it, experienced it, been there, been present.
That's right.
Seen it with my own two eyes.
That's right.
Within myself and externally. I've seen it. I've experienced way too much myself. And I've seen way too much myself.
To discredit things that come to us like this. We have to take it seriously.
Things that I've already seen.
We've seen it.
No,
we've
that
seen
I've already seen.
Felt it, seen it. Man, I'll show you after the pictures of these. I wonder if these entities that they're showing here are the ones that that you saw in your vision.
We'll see, bro. I think we gave some good games.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and I guess I want to close with I told I mean this dream, but just about the casualties and how Allah showed me like the actual casualties of war and how we're engaging in warfare, but in the spiritual realm, like he's showing me like, okay, well, this is what he's showing me the nature of the battle on what it looks like up here at this level. Mm-hmm. And this is warfare. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually seeing battlefields, corpses, like people in tubs filled with blood. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
told
that.
me.
I did tell you that. Good. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, well. And when you were talking about, when you popped off or mentioned about being a general, is the ability to take responsibility for engaging in warfare and having those conversations with the families of the casualties of this is what happened. And this is because I decided to take this course of action.
Yeah.
So seeing,
And I succeeded or failed.
and I succeeded.
And sometimes succeeding is still casualties.
Exactly. And I say in that dream, the success or victory wasn't clear. Only thing that was clear was bodies. There were casualties. But I was walking. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I was like, but the energy was, shit, this shit just started, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh no. That was just the first campaign, first maneuver. And there was bodies. And that's why we call the episode Blood to the Horse's Bridle, because that's where we are. And there's gonna be more. There will be blood. And that's where we are right now.
Hey,
bro.
man.
Yes, sir.
2023.
Yes, sir. Welcome. So jump into that chasm and there will be blood.
There it is.
Run it up. Let's close it out.
Let's close it out.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve. Thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Ameen.
Islam.